What's up, guys? I know it's been a minute since we've updated and done a video, but just been real busy. Also running into problems with the oil lines, but I've got that all straightened out, and this weekend should have a lot of time to get a lot of work done. So hopefully get this Evo finished here soon. Today I'm going to try to get as much done. You guys saw I totally forgot about the cotter pins for the axle nuts, so gotta take care of that. Tested a bunch of the other stuff as well too, so I don't think I'm gonna run into too many more problems. Let me show you what I've already done since the last video. Alright, so we've got the intercooler piping somewhat in there, just to test fit, make sure not to come across any problems. The stock bumper brace thing, it's not going to work, but I've got something for that. As for the return line, we've got a 45 off the turbo and to the oil pan, so we've got the most direct route possible. No clearance issues, so that's good to go there. But of course, problem we've got here is the oil feed line. The fitting that the setup was using previously is a much coarse thread pitch than the factory one. So I've got another oil line setup coming in for that. As far as everything else, I've gone ahead and removed the stock injectors out. I'll link a video in the description below on what I followed to go through that process. But I've got the injectors sent out to my tuner to get cleaned and flow tested. Those came back with good results, so they should be headed back here soon. So what we got left to do, we need to hook up the fan, radiator fan, hook up the radiator, the hoses. I've already got the downpipe and everything hooked up there, but we need to hook up the new test pipe that's going to go in there. We've also got the injector, or the coil on-plug ignition and spark plugs to go in, oil catch can, fuel pump, got to get the fuel pump done. So we should have a couple guests come through as well too today. So yeah. Alright, so we got the old test pipe. The reason why we're replacing it is because I had it extended because of the old downpipe that I had and its poor fitment. But now with new downpipe, we need to go back to regular stock length. So STM test pipe, get that bolted up. And look who's here.
It's your boy, Panjit Boy, you know, at symbol P-A-N-G as in goat, because I'm the greatest of all time. I-T underscore B as in bitch, O-Y. Follow it, bitch.
What are you doing today, Aaron? What are you working on?
Well, I'm trying to strip the paint off this wheel.
Nice.
Because I like this wheel.
Oh, look who's coming to visit. What up, bro?
What's up, bro?
Say hi to the vlog. Alright, so Justin just brought this over, and it's a big wing. We'll figure it out. We'll see how it's gonna look, but it needs some love. That'll be for another day. I need to get back to working on this. Alright, we got these bars removed because of the downpipe, it's gonna actually rub or hit those bars, those subframe bars. So we got those removed, but we've got the test pipe in. Gotta keep moving. Alright, so checking the mail, my injectors actually came in today, and as well too as my harness for speed density. I was gonna go ahead and do my own harness for the air intake temperature, but spooling up makes a really neat plug and play harness here, so I just went and ordered that, get that taken care of. But injectors are back from Road Race Engineering out in California. Thanks again, Rick. He'll be also tuning the car, so these are flow tested and cleaned, so they should be good to go. So I think we're gonna go ahead and get these installed, as well as the AEM 320 fuel pump, and get that going. Alright, so we got the Evo back on the ground. We moved it around a little bit to have some more room in the garage. So we're gonna go ahead and start off with the fuel pump. I already had removed my rear seat, which is pretty easy. You guys are Evo guys, you guys know there's just a quick release little lever there. Start off by taking off those 4 screws there. Alright, so we've got the cover off, we've got the hoses disconnected, we've got the 6 8mm bolts that go around the ring there removed. Now we just got to carefully pull out the fuel pump. Alright, so we're going to take this plastic trim piece off so we can get the old fuel pump out. Looks like this fuel pump might be a Walbro. Let's see here. We're just popping off the clips here to take this cover off. Alright, we got that disconnected. Turns out this is a Walbro. That's okay, we're replacing it with an AEM 320 anyway. So just set this off to the side. And I believe the AEM has everything that we need. New filter, hoses and stuff. All that stuff. Alright, so looking over everything, the AEM 320 came with a bunch of other stuff, but we're just going to reuse the OEM stuff. So the OEM grommet, we'll use the new filter, but everything else is all going to be the same pretty much. All the extra stuff is for probably installing other things on kind of like a universal fitment. So yeah, I'm just going to get everything transferred over here and pop it back into the housing here and get that back into the fuel tank. Alright guys, so I didn't finish the install last night. Things weren't going the way I wanted it to, so I just was really unsure about installing the AEM fuel pump. So a couple of things that I ran into last night that made me not finish the install is the little sock that it came with doesn't fit right with the retaining clip for the Evo. As well too, the grommet that it comes with does not fit into the retaining clip either. So I decided to call it a night, do a little research and see what other people did to install fuel pump. Apparently these pieces and everything else that the AM came with is more of a universal fit. And in this case it doesn't fit. So what I've decided to go ahead and end up doing is just reuse everything, the sock, the grommet from the Walbro setup here. But one thing I do have to do differently here is the AM fuel pump has this little hole here, which a lot of people have found to have problems with when they cover it up. So AM specifically states that needs to be exposed to gas, and that's why their grommet has a little hole in it. So the Walbro one would cover it up, and so what I ended up doing is just cutting a chunk out, so that way when we have the grommet on the pump, we have that hole exposed to gasoline. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this all slapped together, and I think we'll be good to go. Alright, so we got the fuel pump all in there. Cleaned it up as best as I could as well too. And just gotta drop it in. Alright, so just reinstall everything the same way we took it out, and that's all there is to it. I'll leave a link to a video down below that I followed to do this fuel pump install. It was really helpful, and if you guys are doing the same thing, you guys should definitely go check it out.